It's Week 15 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Raiders on Thursday night.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 75 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete.
But he certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. The Raiders at 4-9 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. 2nd and 5. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They fight, and the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. These guys definitely. Showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, able to avoid him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He stiff arms him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Oh, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Dumps it off for Spiller. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that... out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Garoppolo now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Returnable here for Davis. So we've come to half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On the option right, Herbert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert on the option, he's going to run with it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, Eckler. Dances by him. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now Abdullah, the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 117 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. From the 20, here's second down and 1. Once more, here's Eckler. There he goes, left side. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chargers on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Raiders heading out to take him. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. There's the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
He hits Adams complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Play action. Now O'Connell. He'll buy some time right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. O'Connell throwing, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They go with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, we've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Robert Spillane, ex of the Steelers, is there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Go. It's Eckler again. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
O'Connell from the gun on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll go for it. O'Connell. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Los Angeles, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.